creative minds of the rich.
The world isn't your problem. I mean, if you don't know, you are your problem. See, the biggest discouragements that you will ever have will definitely come from you. So no matter how many people tend to discourage you, you are the only one to discourage yourself. So when people tell you you can't do anything, don't spend too much time explaining to them or trying to let them know what you can do. Just show it to them. All you need to do, just plan something out and work it out for them to see. That is the only way you can prove people wrong and prove your point. You can never win a battle by argument. You only win battles by proving to them how much worth you have. And that's where the battlefield comes in. The practical. When you have an idea in you and you're planning to execute it, don't tell it to people. Just keep doing it and do it and show it to them how much worth you have. That's the only way you can prove to people that you are capable. Because when you share your ideas with people, they tell you you are not capable enough. They tell you you can't do it. They tend to discourage you. You don't have to blame them. It's because they don't see your dream. They don't have the same vision that you have. They don't share the same visions with you. And it is what they can't do they will discourage you about. It is not their fault. But it will be your fault if you eat to them and then stay without achieving your goal, without achieving that thing you want to achieve, that idea you have that you want to execute. If you don't bring it out, then you are exactly what they are talking about. You are as weak on the inside as they are. You will be as visionless as they are if you can't execute that which you have discussed or you have placed on the table for them to see. People who see are people who see the physical. But people with visions are people who dream. And that's the only way you can have your dreams met. When you share ideas with people who have visions, people with visions, people who dream, you tend to have encouragements from these people. You tend to see the picture of what you are talking about from their expressions. Because these are people who know what it means to have a dream. These are people who know what it is to have visions, plans, goals. These are people who understand the part where your vision comes to reality mainly by thinking about it. These are people who know how to set goals. These are people of actions. There are people that will tell you your dream sucks. There are people that will tell you, oh, it's lame. There are people that will tell you you can't achieve it. It's way too big. And it's never been heard of. It's never done, so you can't do it. Oh, come on, this idea is not good because this and that is not in place. But if you can dream it, it can come to reality. Someone built the aircraft that you're flying about with today. Someone built the microphones that we are using. Someone built the radio station transmitters that we are using to transmit our voices today. Someone built the social media. Someone built electricity. The railways, the cars, the generating sets, the cell phones we're using, you hearing my voice from your radio sets. People did. People got the idea. They followed it up. And that's what we are using today. I believe way back then, people must have told them, no, it's not possible. How can you have metals flying in the sky? Come on. What happened to the force of gravity? But let me tell you something. The same thing that held that ship, the something that sustains the ship on top of the water, that thing that makes the aircraft to fly, solid metal to remain in the sky for as long as it will take. Trust me, that same thing can make your dream come true. And that is motivation. That is belief. That is the hope, the faith that it will come to reality. And when you hold on to your faith, believing that whatever you have in your heart will definitely come into your hand, in no time you will have that thing in your hand. All you need to do, keep believing. When you have dreams, people will discourage you, and then there are other sets of people that would want to encourage you. People will discourage you that your dream is lame, that your vision can't come to pass. But people with visions, people with skills, people who understand what it is to dream will encourage you to press on no matter what. So when you go about telling people your dreams, choose the right people to tell. Choose people with visions. Choose people who dream. Choose people who tell you that this thing is possible, even if they don't know how it will be. But they believe that it will be possible. These are the kind of people you mix with. These are the kind of people you tell your dreams to. If you don't want your dream to be trashed, don't go to the people that sees. Go to the people with visions. See the people with visions and let them interpret your dream. Let them interpret the visions that you have. That goal that you set to achieve. Go to people who believe in achieving goals, and you will have your dreams in your hand in no matter of time. Let the words, the discouragements of other people be your motivations. When people tell you you can't do it, prove to them that you can. Let their speech motivate you. As a matter of fact, your greatest motivation should come from people who think you can be what you want to be. Let it come from people who have decided to run you down. Let it come from people who think you can't do it. That should be your greatest motivation. Because when people tell you you can't do a thing, it is not that you can't do it, but it is because they don't believe on what you're doing or what you are about to do. So see their words, see their actions as your motivation instead of discouragement. Let it be your motivation, that which will encourage you to stand out. Now, there is something you have to note. There are two kinds of people that will discourage you from achieving your goal. The people that don't believe that you can achieve what you want to achieve, and the set of people that don't want you to achieve what you want to achieve, mainly because they believe that you will be better than them. These two sets of people are the set of people that you have to avoid if you want to succeed in life. Because no matter what you do, they will discourage you. They will stand out to want to block your path. Some believe you can't do it, while some they believe you can do it, but they just don't want you to do it. They feel you will be better than them if they allow you to be who you want to be. They don't want to see you up high and then they bow to you. No. There are ways you can encourage people and you will be the mentor for life. When you encourage someone to do a particular thing, you give the person the part, and the person will forever respect you for that. When you teach people how to catch a fish, you've become their master. Try to always encourage people who come to you to express themselves. Avoid no matter what. Avoid these two sets of people if you really want to achieve your goal. If you really want to achieve your goal, you have to avoid these two sets of people. Take them out. You don't need them in your life. As a matter of fact, you just have to be you. Know the right people to approach if you have a dream to accomplish. If you have visions that you want to come to reality. Know the right people you have to approach. Know the right people you have to reach out to. In life, every discouragement you have does not only come from you, it comes from an external body. People who don't want you to achieve it. People who tell you you can't do it because they don't believe you can. Now, when you keep having such people around you, in no time they will discourage you and talk you out of what you believe. Our mindset is like this. Once fear comes into our minds, it affects our visions. We begin to see obstacles as something we can't overcome. And what these set of people do, they try to talk us out of it by creating fear in our minds, by giving us reasons why we can't do it. Oh, that thing has not been invented, so you can't achieve this you want to achieve. Oh, sorry, there is not enough money in the world today, so you can't achieve that thing you want to achieve. Nobody will want to listen to your idea. Oh, come on, that your idea is lame. We don't need it. Oh, it will never, ever be made. You are too small to handle such a business. That idea won't work because you don't have enough capital and nobody will want to invest in it. These are the kind of things you hear from people who don't believe that you can achieve your goal. These are the kind of statements you hear from people who don't believe you can achieve something that is bigger than them. And these are the kind of statements you have from people who don't want you to be better than them. They always want to keep you on the low where they can control you. But I tell you today, never ever think your goal is too big to achieve. Because if you can dream it, you can achieve it. So have it in your head that whatever dream God has placed in your heart can come to your hand. Because if God hasn't seen the future about you, about the goal He has given to you, He wouldn't have brought it to your path. He wouldn't have placed it in your head. The things we can achieve are the things we think about, are the things that come to our head. No matter how big that dream is, it can come to pass if only you can meditate on it and push and fight your way towards the direction. All you need to know, just know how to go about it. Know what to do, what it entails for you to achieve your goal. That's what you should be thinking of. Because if you can have the dream, you can achieve your goal. So it is quite necessary that you let go all the goal killers out of your life. People who only want to stop you from achieving your goals through laying around with you and do nothing. People without goals and ambitions. People who never believe that anything good can come from you. People who don't think the way you do. People who don't think there is a better future ahead of you. People who don't see the visions that you see. So when you have a dream, when you have visions, when you have that goal inside of you that burns so hard that you're willing to achieve, don't let people stick their fingers in your face and tell you that whatever you're having can come true. Don't let them point at you and tell you whatever you're dreaming about is too big for you to accomplish. Because when you have such people around you, you are just as good as them, but you can never be better than them. Until you kick such set of people out of your life. I mean, people who think you can't do a thing, and people who don't want you to do something. If you don't take them out of your life, you will never achieve anything. Because the moment you try to achieve something, they will always be around to talk you out of it, to point to you that this and that won't work, and this and that is the reason why it won't work. They always have ideas, they always have plans, they always have something to say, something to talk about. So you just have to put up the fight. And how do you put up the fight? Let go of these people out of your life, so better things can come to you. You just have to stand. You just have to stand and know what you want. Because the moment you stand, greater things will begin to happen to you. The moment you dig on it, you will start having the visions on how to go about your dreams. People have to fight. People have to stand for what they believe in. People like you should stand and fight for what you believe in. When you have visions in your heart, know the set of people that you accept into your heart. Because when they step into your heart, they will be the one to sweep out that vision you have, so they can have space to occupy your heart. When you have visions in your heart, it is time to take away that which won't go with what you have in your heart. Because whether you like it or not, some people hate to progress. They are just too comfortable with what they have and where they are. And such set of people won't allow you to progress, won't allow you to push. And until you kick off those set of people out of your life, you are never going to achieve anything. Because they will be ready to talk you out of it. Success comes when you are ready for pain. Success comes when you are ready for the obstacles. Success will get to you when you plan right, when you have the right frame of mind, when you have the right set of people around you to project you, to push you on, to advise you, and to keep you moving when it's time to move on. They will guide you from levels to levels, because that's how it's supposed to be. So when you have the chance to stand out, don't let these people pull you down. The more time you spend with them trying to analyze your visions, your goals, the more time you give to them to talk you out of your visions. Learn to present your visions to them when it's ready and when it's done. Let them see your vision when it's ready and when it's done.
Thank you for listening. Kindly search for more episodes of The Creative Minds of the Rich for your uplifting.